DSP tries it, equating Kobe's passing with the corrupted game save, slow stream, and more e-begging.
You said the K word.
Welcome back to LA Noire. Like a World War II veteran thirsty to kill Japs, I just couldn't take myself away from LA Noire.
Oh my god. Alright, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's streaming. We're live now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Alright. So I think we should restart this case. Because we're resuming like halfway through a case with a lot of details that I forgot about. The only thing I remember is that we interrogated the husband, and it seemed like it didn't really point in the direction of the husband being the murderer, but we kind of have to suspect he's the murderer. And then Rusty said some bullshit that caused him to go like...
Well, I don't know what happened either. It'd be great if the whole game restarted.
If the whole game restarted? No. That
would
wouldn't be...
Never play again. Be like, I'm done.
Why would the whole game restart?
I just thought about it, like, wait, the whole game restarted when I hit this. 6 months later, from the thing we forgot about that happened 6 months earlier.
Why does it say that my stream's not live? Oh, man. Frank, give me a kiss.
Oh, this is the lady that beat with the crowbar.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, this one's a messed up one. He's wearing clothes.
She's wearing clothes now.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd.
Why is YouTube saying I'm not streaming? I am streaming.
The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway
He
Arms
said
to
we.
quench the mighty thirst. A man gets from 25 years of police work.
What did he say?
Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide.
Hello, Mr. Delgado. Welcome to the stream.
Stand up, Phelps. Take a cheer.
Why do I have to do this?
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman.
You're playing with the big boys now. Playing with the
Your
big
first case
boys
is the murder of a
now.
woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Alright, so do you remember anything I told you about the werewolf? About
He's the guy who killed the lady that they never found, but the lady was severed in half, and it was called the Black Dahlia murder.
Yes.
Do you have the address?
No,
all over KG.
my bad.
Prince of Egypt reference?
Belmont,
Yes.
Glendale.
Someone just screamed that at you in all caps.
Yes. Did you get the reference?
No.
You never seen Prince of Egypt?
No.
Okay, that's the song Prince
His
of
mother
Egypt.
would be proud of him.
It's like the stupidest song in the world.
I'd rather you.
You're playing with the big boys now. It's just something you like to say when like
Okay.
um
Get to your case.
Is this my car?
If you hold Y, your partner can drive. You have to hold Y when you get
I
in
like
the...
to drive.
Okay.
What am I, a woman?
What happened to Rose?
What happened to
wants
Rose?
the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you fellas.
Oh,
I didn't
I
ask
didn't like
for you,
it.
and I don't want
Yeah,
you.
you didn't
Keep it
like
to
Rusty.
yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
See, big boys.
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Are we any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, fellas. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife and takes it too far. It's be the same. But cutting someone in half and
You
leaving
have
them
your
off the
siren on.
sidewalk, it's a one-off.
Why so many women this
You
year?
have your siren on.
Because of
That's
the
why
war.
nobody's going.
You should know that.
Just wanted to make that guy.
Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, is expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Jeez!
That's what you get for playing with the big boys now.
Don't they have those little white blinking lights that let me know that I'm coming?
No. What?
I
In
hate
the,
the 40s. I hate the 20s. I don't know what year I'm in, but
they didn't even have the lights on top of the cars.
I don't even have that. I just got a big loud thing. It's probably playing from the inside of the car, blasting my eardrums. This is super loud. Oh no! Wait.
Yeah, so, you know, fuck that thing's about the Black Dahlia murder because news reporters, they've over-sensationalized the BDM, and they actually called Elizabeth Short's mother and said that she won an award. And then they got all this information about her, and then they're just like, so when's she getting the award? Oh, she actually didn't win an award. She's dead. Bye. Click.
If I walked, would it still show the car pulling up?
Yes.
How about a scoop for the Examiner,
Everybody
Galloway?
wears
You could
suits
use
in
some
the middle
good
of summer.
press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor
Do you have
woman?
a daughter,
Let us do our
asshole?
job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
They used to.
Damn. What is
Moving
up
along,
with
guys.
people
You
in
got
LA?
your pictures, you got your headlines.
Yeah,
A
you do a good
scrap.
job and everybody hates you. This is the guy who's good at his job.
Oh,
what a
honest
jerk.
work. What an
Wow,
asshole.
This guy's good at his job. Look at how good
Oh,
at
by
his
the way,
job he is.
beware of nudity.
Oh, beware of nudity. It means look, see nudity? Wait, let me that's what that means. Beware of nudity means look now, we have nudity.
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's
Oh
lane.
yeah?
It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but
Oh, they
nothing
do?
like this. It's known locally
I
as the
don't
Moors.
recall that at
You were
all.
first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's
I just
disturbed
remember the
body.
one ending, and it
No,
was
sir. We cleared
the
out
worst
them vulture
ending to a
reporters
story
from
I've
Pickard
ever
and
seen
Corner.
in my life.
They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Maybe you got the
The
ending.
only
This bad ending's
ending.
even worse.
The only ending in the game. It's the only ending.
Footprints.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pink or lifted
Even
impressions
bad
from
endings
hair
in
back
video
in
games
time.
are good endings.
Do you think he just like had like
This game straight up just has a shitty ending. And
Can
people
you imagine you killed somebody but like, I'm just gonna leave big old footprints everywhere, stomping on the ground.
You know, you say that mockingly, but that's probably the MO of the killer.
That's what I'm thinking.
To leave the footprints.
Has the scene been
Oh, I was
secured?
like extra talk. I'm like, I
Throw
can't
the
talk to a
hands
dead
up.
body.
The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
What?
What are you doing? Look in her
The
purse.
victim's bag?
She was This hairbrush means that she went to Spencer's.
The red lipstick killer.
It's brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Well, that's what the name of the case is, the red lipstick murder.
So he has his own lipstick. And then he brushed his hair.
The man, so we're looking for a bald guy.
He has hair. We know that. We know he has hair.
Maybe if he brushed his hair with the brush, we can find
It's like some kind of
his hair.
puzzle or parlor game.
A parlor game in the middle of the floor.
That would be a really stupid piece of evidence to leave behind. It's like, I'm gonna brush my hair, leave the brush at the crime scene.
I'm going to leave this puzzle for the detectives to solve. They'll never figure this out.
Dude.
What? Stop it.
Do you even geography, bro?
Europe connects to the Africa. Got it.
Okay. Do you know what part is wrong? Did you know what part of that was wrong?
Well, it's just broken, okay? It's defective. Probably made in China.
It probably was made in China, but so was your brain.
What's wrong? This looks right.
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Look at it.
Oh, there's a bottom piece? I can't even go down there.
Yeah, you can't even move the bottom piece. That's another thing.
That looks totally right. What the hell? That's...
Okay.
Solve this third grade puzzle.
You know, most people that go to a bar regularly would not be able to solve this.
Oh! I did it.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
And then leave it. Do you think he's at the Bomba Club? I do too!
If Steve was a detective. Steve actually is a detective.
He is a detective.
He's in the
You're
Blue's
bad one.
Clues reboot. He actually is a detective.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
it a reboot?
Yeah, this is going to be a reboot.
What? Fine.
Okay, what is that?
Take a smarter man than me to connect that.
That looks like evidence. He went to the theater. Sometimes, like, it doesn't, like, say, like, why it's not evidence. Just be like, oh, this is evidence. Now it's not. This could be evidence. This obviously isn't. This is a ticket to the theater. That doesn't mean anything.
Oh my lord.
Oh shoot, did I get the noise? I wasn't listening.
No, you didn't examine the body yet.
There's a body? Where?
Right
Cause of
there!
death?
Could be the head injuries. He's been badly stomped.
Interesting.
So remember last time, I think the coroner... No, wait, no. That's what the coroner radios us
blunt
about.
force injury
Never
to the
mind.
face.
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Hold on.
But yeah, nudity in this game was actually the perfect example of what I was looking up. It's like, is nudity allowed like on video game streams? Because I'm kind of nervous about that. And it's like it's allowed if it's not
What about this wound on the finger?
actually the center point of the video game,
I assume it was taken.
and as long as you only spend the point in the video
Are you
game.
allowed to touch a dead body without gloves? Is that
No,
sanitary?
that wasn't a thing. That wasn't accounted for police procedure even in the 1940s. You
Yeah,
can't
because
just
this
leave
is like really gross. You don't just touch dead bodies like this. That's like you pick up a piece of feces.
Man, don't judge
Let
my
me
fetish.
just taste this. Make sure it's real.
Don't judge my fetish, man.
Don't do this. I don't want to know. Did I do it all? Yeah, I think I know.
Okay, back out.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
Oh, that's the noise.
Okay, you got the noise.
Text. Your guess is as good as mine.
Text.
Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw
Fuck
off
you,
the
Black
scent.
Dahlia.
Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
If we get to the bomba, man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Rusty, we're not supposed to be drinking on the job.
They're like, hey, can we get to the Bamba? I'm working and I have to get drunk. Like, a man could not. I can't do this while I'm sober.
I can't do police work while sober.
What do you expect from me?
You want to know what happens to cops who drink on the job?
They get promotions.
Every single piece of evidence they acquire is inadmissible. Anyone who gets a lawyer, any smart guy who gets a lawyer to defend them in court, oh, well, the cop was drunk, so all this evidence is inadmissible. And he would fucking win.
He would win.
The werewolf?
For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. Caller of the decade.
You would like doing your job, wouldn't you? People would think you're so great
There's
for
a
doing your
difference.
job.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around and
Why don't they just like
Clearly has a
not
thing for
care
power.
and not
Power
want to do it?
over
Everybody's
what?
like,
Why not power
the only
over
one
the
who wants to
police
do their
department as
job.
you finished those. A guy
Guess they're
opens
all
his
corrupt.
mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the DD papers, so rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows?
You're just gonna say who knows? Why did you name all those?
Big case, but it doesn't work like that. Right? The case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't. Understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We'll found him.
Yes, our competent police force of Los Angeles would have found the Black Dahlia.
Oh wow, you're
if
gonna
he was
really
still
look for the murderer, hotshot? Or you're gonna try to solve the case? You want a big trophy for solving murders that you paid to solve? Ooh.
Oh man. See, they
I
bring
think I
up.
went around the circle.
You're fine.
Okay.
They brought up. We're talking anyway. They brought up two really good points that were reasons why the Black Dahlia murder case wasn't solved, and one of them was the reporters over sensationalized the murder and it compromised the investigation. The other one was that the LAPD was just too lazy to do it, and both are absolutely plausible. And presumably, judging by what they were talking about here, this is presumably after the murderer sent the letter that basically he sent the letter to the LAPD that said, "Oh man, you guys haven't caught me yet. I guess I'm gonna kill myself now." So presumably, the Black Dahlia murderer.
I did not touch that guy's car.
No, you didn't.
Why didn't you get out then?
Because
Like,
he's an idiot. Because everyone in LA is an idiot. If Futurama is anything to go by, if Futurama is evidence of anything,
it's not.
Then again, The Simpsons also are not evidence of anything. With all this fucking smack talk they talk about Arby's.
Arby's?
Yeah. Yeah, they made a joke in The Simpsons that was just like, man, it could be worse. I could be eating at Arby's or something like that. And then their stock went down for that, and it was like, what the fuck, Simpsons?
Wow, I didn't know if anybody watched it to make decisions.
Yeah, why would you make stock market
I
decisions
don't want to
based
go
on The
there.
Simpsons?
I'd make my food choices based on The Simpsons.
People do. the stock market is affected more by The Simpsons than by people not standing at the national
Gentlemen,
anthem for the
what can I
freaking
do?
NFL.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years
Oh,
of
that
age.
lady weighs more than I do.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss it. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here, a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
You gotta be kidding. Be like, I'll make sure this alcohol isn't poisoned. Make sure everybody's safe. I need to test all your alcohol, sir. Police business. On the house.
You're married man again.
What is a 2-finger pour?
Say, honey,
A
what
finger
time
to
you get
measure
off
how
work?
much whiskey you're pouring. You use your
Detective
index
Phelps,
finger to
LAPD.
measure how
We're
much
investigating the murder of
whiskey you
Celine
pour.
Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ.
So the length of your index finger is
Sure.
about a
She
shot and a half, I
am
want to say.
Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Oh yeah?
Okay.
Michael's story.
You know
Was
Dick
Mrs.
Nicole's
Henry
question,
here
so I'm
with
going to make
anyone
myself a
last
sandwich.
No, I kind
Not
of
at
don't
first.
remember this at all.
Celine already had quite a head start.
Well, he will
She
never lie to
attracted
you. Your
attention.
only options are either
Certainly.
truth or
A
doubt.
few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Right on him. Just has it like, if it helps, I actually have the license plate in my pocket for fun. Just carry it around me just in case cops show up and need it for an investigation that I have no way involved in. All right.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Lies. Doubt.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay.
I think you know, and I think you're going to tell me. Okay, I'll tell
Carried
you,
a torch
because
for
you
Celine
think I
these
will.
days.
That's all I
always
have.
have. But old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Bad.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, how does
Stow
that make
the
you feel?
attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Why wouldn't you, like, give that up?
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
I was just noting how he's just like, oh, that guy? I happen to have his license plate in my pocket. case that's helpful. Oh, how convenient. You just keep that in your pocket.
That is very
I
convenient.
mean, like, I was just wondering, maybe there's a case I might not be involved in at all and have no idea about that I might need it.
Well, actually, no. Clearly, Dick McCall, he has a thing for this woman.
Yeah.
He has a thing for this woman, and he got her a ring, so he definitely cares about her well-being. So, if she were to step in some stranger's car or anything like that, you know, you would want to look out for her.
And not report it to the police. In case she ends up dead.
What are you going to call the cops on her on? Oh, she just stepped in a dude's car. She got in a car with a guy.
Maybe.
I think he's a bit of a gangster.
Still very convenient.
Let's get out of here.
Man, how did that
Hey, what's
motherfucker
the
get a
hurry?
booth all to
The school is
himself?
just starting to warm up nicely.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
You are.
You did it again! It was the same fucking...
I know, I did it on purpose, just because it pisses me off. Because it's not a crime scene. I wasn't looking for clues. I'm just listening. I hear the dun dun. And for no reason, they put this on there just to piss me off. Random piece of fake evidence. How can I help, detective?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
The real hero is the operator. We couldn't
Yeah.
solve any of these cases without her.
The operator's really quick on that mission, too.
She's really what?
She's really quick on getting you the information.
Yeah. For not having a computer.
Just don't know how to dance.
Where am I going? Car?
It's like she just has the big book of everything in front of her.
I like how he's like, what's the rush? He beats me to the car. I think he'd still be at the bar.
Oh man, that happens with my dad all the time.
You find the
Yo, you
booze
guys
helps
ready to
get
go?
through a working
Yeah.
day?
No, hold
Sharpens
on.
my
Give me a second.
investigatory
And then like 2
instincts
minutes later,
first.
okay, I'm
A
ready to
smart
go.
lawyer
And he's
might
not ready
use
to
that
go.
to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job of a healthy, thirsty friend.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Any central unit, car 16L reports a possible...
You know, for being the newbie, Cole Phelps doesn't have any problem talking down to, you know,
To a drunk?
to the cops who've been around the block a few
He's
times.
a drunk. It's not that hard to
It's-
argue that he should not be drinking. I could win that argument. In fact, he tried way too hard to win that argument. We owe it to the city to not be drunk while we're working.
So it's like arguing with Kratos. It's like arguing with Kratos where it's easy to prove that you're right, but Kratos just thinks he's right anyway.
Yeah.
And you just won't admit that he's wrong. Man, checkers and chess are the same thing.
He's like, it's just practical. I'm like, yeah, it's practical to not be drunk while you're working.
It's
You know what? That one was
nah, man, that doesn't stop me.
Be like, wow, you're a choir boy. Because you think I shouldn't be drunk.
You think I shouldn't be drinking while I'm working? What kind of a fruit are you?
I don't know. If that was life in the 1940s, I don't blame them for Prohibition, because that's bad.
Prohibition was way before 1940s.
They shouldn't have never brought it back.
They should have never. Yeah.
They should have kept it illegal. If everyone just drank at their job, and if you didn't, you were a sissy.
It is illegal to drink on your. Well, it's prohibited by pretty much every job on the planet.
And it's like, what? I was drunk. Oh, I'll let it slide for now. Like, what? I'll let it slide as long as you're not falling over. Like, no!
I got wacky backy in my glove compartment.
I'm going to the guy and say, hey, he was drinking. I want a new partner because this is bullshit.
Nah, you don't.
Sorry, Trash.
Jesus, Phelps?
Jesus, Phelps. Sorry, I've been drinking.
Sorry, Rusty, I guess I've been drinking a little bit while I'm on job. Just do that laugh while you're just steering the car left and right, left and right, left and right. Just being an asshole. Or like just say that you're sober and drive like that, and then Rusty will be like, okay man, you're crazy, let me get behind the wheel. No man, you're drunk, you can't drive the car.
Oh my god. That's what I would do. I would just be like, yeah, I'm not working with the drunk. Sorry. Not working with the drunk. I guess
I'm not getting driving lessons from an Indian dude.
Oh god. Did I tell you that story?
Did I tell you that story?
Oh, you got driving lessons from Indian dude too?
Yeah.
Oh god, so did I.
I couldn't understand what he was
I couldn't
saying.
understand what he was saying either.
I was just like, okay, well, I can't learn how to drive if I can't understand the directions given to me.
Yeah. You didn't say that, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Was you mad?
I didn't say it to him.
Okay.
Like, we called the driving school and we're just like, hey, could I get like a different instructor because like I can't understand anything this dude's saying. And it's like, okay, give us a bit to replace your driver then. Or like to assign you a new driver.
Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
And then the dude showed up at my house to pick me up for my driving lesson anyway.
I don't doubt that at all. You complained about me. How dare you? You tarnished my perfect record.
Family burned to death.
Cop said firehouse deaths are suspicious.
The cops say fires are dangerous.
This one's stupid.
If you find yourself in a fire, don't breathe in the smoke and don't stand in the fire. Get away from your house.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
Remember, if you see a volcano, duck and cover.
They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
The circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with it. You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
I just told you to burn down a house because that's how therapy works. What? Kind of an odd therapist. key.
Doesn't look like anything.
It looks like a key. They don't do the dishes here. Let's get drunk.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
Think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit.
Okay, so remind me. What did I miss with Dick McCole? The fact that he gave her the ring, and what was the other thing that he tried to call? He tried to call her husband, and he wasn't picking up.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was all there was, and then
Yeah.
he had the license plate.
Yeah.
This is going to help us.
Hey! This game is such a troll. Hey, look at this laundry detergent. This won't help you. Thanks, Game. Thanks. I picked up a key. It's like, this isn't anything. I said, it looks like a key. Yeah.
Nope, it's not anything.
It's not anything.
Probably nothing.
That's a hair dryer.
What is this?
It's a hair dryer.
Why did I pick that up? Why did I think that might be evidence? Because the hairbrush. There, she has hair.
She cares about her hair, just
One
like
of
a
the lights
woman.
is on and one is off. There's sleeping electricity.
But they wouldn't. They left the lamp light on, so they're not saving
But
electricity.
one is off.
What the fuck is?
Why would I waste time
Regular
lighting the whole
Amelia
store?
Oh, hey, look, it's Amelia Earhart.
The ring looks distinct.
Oh, the ring. Can you press? Can you examine that further? Can you press A?
Oh, is that what it?
Can you press A on it to examine it further? And like, no.
No.
No, I feel like the ring would have been something very.
So,
It is a very gaudy ring, though.
another hairbrush.
It's the ring box that's important.
If that hairbrush was important, the other one wasn't, I was gonna freak out. The ring box. Nothing in it.
The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Oh yeah, the
Snack.
note.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go.
Are you kidding me? He left his address, so he must be the killer. If he's the killer, why would he leave his address on the refrigerator? He's the dumbest killer in the world.
No,
Speaks to motive.
it speaks to motive because they're having marital issues.
Motive for what?
Motive for murder because she's an insane, insufferable bitch because she gets drunk all the time.
So he kills her and then leaves her a note. Genius! They're like, hey, I killed you. By the way, this is where I'm hiding for the cops. No, I don't. Speaks to motive.
After this drink like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
It does speak to
Call in
motive.
burglary and get technical services out here.
He left
I'll
his
talk to
address.
neighbors.
He must have done it.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
It could be an older note.
Why did he go to the hotel though?
It could be an older note.
Homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
I went the wrong way.
Did you get everything?
Yeah, I heard the ba-na-na-na.
Okay.
I'm wearing headphones this time. Good headphones, unlike yours. Just kidding. These are very good headphones.
You should bring those headphones more often then.
Jacob Henry's apartment.
No, what is the banter between these two fellas now?
What is the blue dot for? Did I leave my partner out of it again?
Did you?
Blue dot's
Or
gone.
no, that was the house. You said the house would be empty. Is that what you're gonna do as a
Fires
therapist?
are cathartic.
Is that what you're gonna be as a therapist? Like they're just gonna be like,
Fires
help
are
me,
cathartic.
doctor. I'm having problems.
Burn down this house.
You need to
It'll
go
be
burn
empty.
down a house.
You're like, oh, there are people inside. Oh, my bad.
Whoops.
Did you take the medication? Why, if I was taking medication, did you tell me to burn down this house? How am I supposed to find peace?
You said the house would be empty.
It's so...
You said the house would be
Why are
empty.
you running? Just because I don't... Dude, stop it! You're that dumb. That dumb. Are you like a bird? Like
You
walking...
said the house would be empty.
Okay, this isn't how you get there. That's how you do it. That was...
You said the house would be empty.
Hey, I'm on the other side of the fence now.
You said the house would be empty.
I like how they put pigeons.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Wow, we investigated that place in like 10 minutes. All of it. Very thoroughly. Got here in like 5.
It was the good feathers.
Oh, this part.
Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh
for
my God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
It's obvious you
What
did
the
it
hell
because
are
you
you
left
talking
your...
about?
You murdered her
You
and
come in
then
here,
left your
you tell
address
me
to how
that
to find you on the
Celine
fridge.
Take a seat.
Mr. Henry.
These are the worst
we're gonna have a
detectives
look
ever.
around, and we'll talk.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
I think Cole's a little bit sharper than that. Maybe not Rusty. Okay, well now you gotta look around.
I get even the slightest itch.
Oh yeah, remember this shit?
Yes. Ah!
What?
Instructions. Move pencil with this. I'm moving it. Oh, yeah, press A, by the way. I'm like, why couldn't you just say it at the same time? I'm like moving it. It's not doing anything. What the hell? Shows up drunk, I'm gonna put you in a gas chamber. Plus, it's right after like the Holocaust and stuff, so it's like, who writes like that? That's not even in any of the lines. What's the point of line paper if you're just gonna write? And it's not even straight. It's like at an angle, like. Oh, I forgot the G. I thought it was some that. Some that.
About the old lady.
Why did he write that down? Why would you write that down? Hey, I can't tell you this out loud. It's not even a specific thing.
He probably couldn't have. I mean, I don't know. Why does anyone do anything these days? You know.
Luckily, he wrote a very vague message about the murder of
That's
his wife.
Joker logic, or not Joker logic. It was Joker's. I just
A
saw
baseball
Joker.
bat.
I just saw Joker, by the way.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Don't spoil it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, well, there's a part in the movie that has like really bad typical DC writing in it, and I'm just like, oh my god, why?
Oh. Wow. Conveniently, a pair of shoes.
You might not actually catch it when you
Size
see it.
11s.
Size 11s. That means he shrunk his foot before he killed her. He wore tiny clown shoes.
Or maybe he wore
That was
shoes
it.
on
That's
his
all
hands.
it was. A note and a pair of shoes.
Oh, that's all there was?
Yep.
Okay.
So you wear shoes, do you?
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
The bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
That's right?
Yeah.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to the Bomber Club.
The bartender there.
God damn it.
He calls me if things are getting out of
Damn
hand,
you,
and
Dick
I go
McCall.
and I bring
You're
her
a
home.
dick. McCall.
He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that.
Oh, so
I
you called
ignored
him to pick him up saying, hey, she's drunk. Then I came and I picked her up with a different car and then brought her to murder her. He just said he didn't think. Why do we think this guy, there's no evidence?
No, there is no evidence.
Why do we think he's arrested?
Because Rusty said so.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
He said his
Last
husband
night.
wasn't there.
I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
That's a doubt, right? Bad cop?
No, he's being straight up.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
No!
Clumsy thing to say.
Oh my god.
I never gave up on my wife.
I never gave up on my wife.
That's bad cop, right?
No, you have evidence.
That he did what?
The note.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
Oh,
I
I
want to
see.
back that up with something, big mouth.
That's why.
Huh?
That's why they think there's motive for murder.
Okay. Your shoes are too big.
That's a schizophrenic thing to say. It's like, how are you going to connect that piece of evidence?
Note by
Because
the
your
phone
license plate
suggests you
says
had her
this.
armed.
You want
What?
the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down.
Maybe
on
you should have helped her
paper,
commit to a better
Now you get fed
relationship.
up with your wife, and now you
Or
figure
just
killing
divorced
her
her.
would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
I would have punched him too. That's so bogus. Like his wife died. He's like
Left trigger, pulled left trigger, pulled
Okay,
left.
sorry.
You're not being rational.
What's this bummer?
Everybody will.
I mean, but he's
This
still
guy's really good. Wait.
he's still a cop though. You can't would you really punch a cop?
Apparently, punching a cop just gets you extra points for prison.
It gets you extra points in prison. It gets you extra years in prison.
I know. Or like it gets you street cred or something.
It's street cred, yeah.
Apparently, it's not a crime to punch a cop. It's actually sport. You're not allowed to arrest them until they can beat you in a fist fight. That's how it works. In order
Call it
to,
in and
it's
get
like,
a squad
you have to
car
be able to beat
dispatched.
them in a fist fight in order
Check
to arrest
for
them, or else they're
messages.
automatically innocent.
Keep old Slugger here company.
Don't you know the rules of police work? If they
The
beat you
rules
in a
of
fist fight, they're innocent and they get away. Okay? That's how it works.
Operator, give me R&I.
Give me
Putting
read.
you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Recommend
How
help,
can I help,
detective.
Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
How did you know she was
Certainly,
gonna say that?
Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers.
It's Phelps.
Oh yeah,
completed the
nitty gritty, by the
autopsy.
way.
Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
But we saw in the cutscene that
Anything
she
else?
was alive, and then he started hitting her
Some kind
with
of
the.
sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I.
Like he's not surprised at all. Be like, bruising of the anus. Typical.
2boy8899.
Yes, Detective.
I mean,
The
she was
plane
naked.
belongs to a brown
I have an
1936
anus
Pontiac.
doctor number.
Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks.
I bet we're gonna go
Any
there
other
and there's gonna be
messages?
one missing wrench.
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Alright, Alonzo Mendez.
We need a squad car to take him because we don't put him in our own car. Because that would just be wrong.
But they're detectives. They're not supposed to do the arresting. I mean, they do the arresting, but they don't take you to jail.
Yeah, but if I have to take him immediately and do the interviews right now, what the hell?
What the hell are you doing? Okay. Location. Do we
We said immediately, so we got to do it immediately.
Oh, the police station immediately? Okay, sure.
Because that's what they said. They said that very specifically. I've never seen a cop who's like, hey, by the way, I can't actually arrest you. I have to
Brother
call
said
another
she took
car
a
to
real
push you
pounding.
in.
Alright.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Wow. Because I bet being stupid is really works for the ladies. Yep, I'm a simple guy.
Being stupid's a turn on, okay. And there are no sidewalks in this tunnel. No sidewalks, there's no fucking...
That's on the show.
Tell him he'll live.
What? Oh, okay. There's a lady. It looked like you just did that to a wall. I'm like, cool.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-system pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution.
Maybe I should have done the other
Are
thing
you
first.
prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand has always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob, and the public will sleep easy tonight. Run along now, Phelps.
What the fuck?
I've warmed them up nicely for you.
If we know someone is arrested for the murder, then people
Bum
will
took a
be
swag at
better.
me. Put him down with my
People
sap.
will sleep better. Now you can talk to him. Okay.
Let's just arrest this guy who did
Doesn't look
murder
good,
his
Jacob.
wife,
You're not
ruined his life. Yeah.
You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
I'm just gonna leave the door wide open.
Oh my lord. This fucking guy.
You've never done this, have you?
Nope.
Shit. Please tell the truth and make
No.
this easy on me.
Now we're in
What do
new
you do
territory.
for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools.
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
Oh, come on, dude. We already proved that you weren't home.
Yeah.
We already proved you weren't home.
So would I just use the same thing?
Yeah.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her, dragged her into the car, and then took her out to the moors. She woke up.
Oh
You
my
smashed her
God.
face in with
This
a
is what
socket.
I would have said every time.
No,
You're full of shit.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
We already proved he wasn't home, though. What is it with these people? Well, I'm not the murderer. You can't prove I wasn't home. We already proved you weren't home. You can't prove I wasn't home.
No, we didn't actually. No. Oh, wait. Forced entry?
No, you used the alibi because he wasn't home.
But he was calling him. He maybe just didn't pick up.
But he didn't answer the phone, so that doesn't...
I can.
You got
The
it.
bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird, but she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. It's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
That was really sad.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do I got?
You got nothing. He's telling the truth.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
He's been there the whole time.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages.
Your
First,
partner's always in there with you.
Yeah, but I just didn't notice.
a couple love each other equally and everything's roses.
That never happens in the 1940s.
Or one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first.
And that always
Chumps
happens
like me.
today.
We love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Every marriage in 2020. Hashtag.
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
Bad cop.
But the note on the fucking tape. Dude, we already used this big...
This one? Forced entry?
No, the death throat. The death.
This one?
The death threat note, because he's like saying, "Oh man, yeah, my marriage wasn't like that at all." I don't know. Use intuition. Don't rely on me. Yep, that's what it is.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Death threat note?
Yeah.
We're not forced entry? Death threat.
What's the?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh wait.
My marriage
Oh
wasn't
no, it was the
violent.
forced entry.
Oops.
It was the forced entry.
Let's quit. Start over.
Oh my god.
Sick.
How do I quit?
I don't know. Just play it through. Play it
No,
through and
I
see
wanna
how.
do it again.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Yeah, I forgot about the forced entry. I was like, oh.
I said that though. I said it's not the forced entry. And he said no. I said that very, very clearly.
Even though technically your marriage was falling apart, you have no evidence to prove her. Or you have no evidence to prove that. Well, what about this note that said you were trying to have her killed? That's not evidence.
But
You're
no,
wrong.
he's trying to have her committed, he said. That's why that's not evidence.
How is that any better? I'm trying to have my wife killed. Our marriage was perfectly fine. Versus, I was trying to have my wife committed. Our marriage is perfectly fine.
Well, it doesn't mean he wasn't violent. Or he was violent.
I don't think that was the question. If anything, that should have been...
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand
worries.
me?
Yes.
Yes.
Your marriage was over. You took her in, and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart, and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Oh, things got okay. Okay, you were paying more attention. Okay. Yeah, it's the forced entry.
Nope.
My marriage
How is it
wasn't
not the forced entry? How?
Do this one more time.
Okay, yeah, do it one more time. How the fuck?
Sick. Painful sometime.
Wait.
Maybe.
How do I pause it?
My god, dude.
Oh, sorry. Here. One more time.
Okay.
Are we cheating?
No. Try this again.
Doesn't look good, Jacob.
I wanna make
You're in a
homicide.
big jam
You know
here.
your
You
name.
lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Your marriage was over. You took her in, and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
There's no how or what.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart, and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
What if we don't have it? We didn't go to that one part.
What one part?
The place I didn't go to?
What, Mendez's place? Why would Mendez?
Maybe they had more stuff on it.
Oh, the neighbor! You didn't talk to the neighbor.
No. Because they said go in immediately.
No, I meant like when you were investigating her house. When you were investigating her house, there was the neighbor. Because last time we played this, we talked to the neighbor, and she said, yeah, they were having a big fight. I think he gave her a black eye, and that was evidence.
Oh, crap. So what do I do now?
I don't think you can do anything.
Crack.
I don't think you can do anything. All
I made a mistake.
you can do is get this question wrong.
My bad.
Jacob, I think she pushed you around and slapped you about. You got to like it. Big guy like you, and you're a fucking pushover.
Ah, fuck you. I did my best to make it work.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
All right.
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools.
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
I was home in bed.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
Oh boy.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull
bar
in
called
and got
Ray's
no
Bar?
answer. If we
And the
find
dude's
that
name-
socket
the
wrench,
dude who
you're gonna
owns the bar is
fry.
named Dick
Get it
McCall.
off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
There was someone in a
I killed
case
her, all right.
earlier in this one where the place
killed
was
her
called
dreams.
Ray's Bar, and then they said, well, yeah, Billy, he's the owner of the bar,
Famous
duh.
every day,
It's like,
flying
they're
around
called
up there
Ray's
like a
Bar.
bird.
I didn't notice
She
that.
never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. It's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Oh, shut up, Rusty.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages.
Don't make him hit you again.
First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. Then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Alright. Now for the new question. The
Why
missing
did you break
jewelry.
into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
Shoot.
See, that's what I was thinking when you said, like, the evidence of breaking in. I'm just like, why would he break into the house? I don't think he would break into the house. If, like, they're married, he would have a key to the house.
So that's good cop, right?
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet
Challenger
ring.
TY,
given
welcome
to
to
her
the
by
stream.
her old boyfriend.
Hope you're doing
Dick
well tonight.
McCall.
I never knew that.
Oh,
I lived with
shit.
that woman for 3 years and I never knew that. In that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Yeah.
Phelps,
You failed me.
you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
Alright, so now we go to Mendez's apartment. So, the first time I actually watched a Let's Play for this case, the game actually bugged out and didn't give the message in the phone call that gives you Mendez's address. And then all of a sudden, like, I got to that cutscene and Phelps was like, I think this guy Mendez could be our guy. And then I was just like, who the hell is Mendez?
Really?
Like, who even? That's not even close to anyone.
Did you go to
we've met.
Mendez's place?
Yeah, he went to Mendez's place, and then he treated it like it was just a part. I don't think the dude, he didn't catch that the game bugged and didn't play him that message.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter in.
You've got a daughter.
Got enough time drinking, Cole. You'll find
It's very
yourself
racist,
doing
Rusty.
things you don't want.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Wow, that's a very bleak view.
It's like, if this woman drank, I'd give her the back of my hand. I'm never sober. What the hell?
It was created, well, it's made by Rockstar Gaming. Well, technically developed by Team Bondi, but, you know, same